So welcome to one more class. Welcome to Pachamama School. Uh, Trevor, new student in the classroom,
Hi.
and we bringing the male energy into class. And so today we will continue with the previous teachings we were starting. Like I say in the very beginning of the shamanism, we still don't do any rituals, we still don't do any of the magical stuff. In the very beginning is this series of meditations, the type of close eye meditations, and where we are looking for information, secret information, unknown information, the information that nobody will never know this kind of information, because only us can know deep things about us. And so we will be in a strong series of meditations for the finding the victim in us, for example. No, we how victim we are, because we humans, we are like a very strong victims. We have a very big victim, a very big victim knowledge, a very big victim power. And we can so victim, we have so much victim in us that we can be even be victim in our own home. We can be victims from our toothbrush, we can be victims of our of things, of simple things sometimes, because this is something that we have to start talking in the school about the three personalities. The three is called the three conflictive personalities: the victim, the savior, and the executor. But this stuff that is something that we will talk later on. Right now, I'm just want to give you a general view of how the things that we're gonna start talking in the school. And right now, like I say, is these previous meditations. So we were on the meditation who we are in the cosmos, you know, with all the information from life in the side, who we are. And then the other meditation was about the purpose. And so I want to talk a little bit about the purpose. And the purpose, you may have some purposes in your life, okay? But the kind of purpose that we are looking for in the shamanic journey is the purpose is to accept that everything that happens in our lives until this point is because we want it, we decided that way, and we did things, we did everything we could in this universe to make all those things happen. Either they were good or either they were bad. But that is the first thing of waking up, the famous awakening. No, everybody talked about the awakening and the awakening. I'm working on my awakening, but this awakening has to do a lot with assume taking the responsibility of our life in all sort of senses. And so that is the purpose of the shamanic journey. The purpose is to wake up and take responsibility, and the purpose is that by the end of these 9 months, we have to be in a different reality, because the shamanism is about creating your own reality, because we as humans, we are trapped in different jailhouses, mental jailhouses. These are mind jailhouses. Like, you can be trapped in the fact that you like electronic music, And yeah, you know that's your life. You're in it, and that's all. That's all the universe is about. Is or you can be trapped in the fact of other things that you are not happy. You don't have the answers, or you can be trapped in your culture, in some things of your culture, good things or these things or different things. So these are all our prisons, mental prisons, and we as shamans we have to learn how to surfing with prisons, how to be a big surfer, a big tourist, how to be find your way out of prisons. Always escape. We're gonna find ways on how to escape from things that limited us, because this is what we were talking from the beginning. The things happens to us. We don't make things happen. Things happens to us, and we are waiting for the good things that we want to happens. But these things don't happen. Why those things don't happen? It's because we are not be the owners of our own reality. And this is what in shamanism we have to get to that point. We have to own our reality, be the owner of my own reality, of how I want things happen, how I want things go the way I want it, when I want it. And so these things don't happen because we have inside of us we have something that is called the starting point. And if you have, for example, something that you want to happen in your life and it's not happening, and you've been trying for this thing to happen for some time and it's not happening, then the answer is why it's not happening is because the starting point. So take notes, the starting point. The starting point in our mind is gonna be something very important in the shamanic world, in the shamanic teaching. What is my starting point on why I'm doing the things that I'm doing? What is the starting point is ask you yourself what I really want or why I'm doing what I'm doing, the real reason. And you don't need to tell it to me or say it to anybody, say it to you. This is this is like the beginning of this meditation is finding all these true answers. You have the answers. All you have to do is start knowing how to ask yourself. And this is the part that I'm gonna coach you, gonna guide you in the way of how you will know things about yourself that you actually know but you don't know that you know. And so we're gonna start asking us what is the like what is my starting point always for everything we do, and if right now the things that we are doing again, go back and have that conversation with yourself, why I'm doing what I'm doing. And so and for this first part we're gonna use the what in the shamanic world is called the warrior, the shamanic warrior, the peaceful warrior, you know, the warrior, the battles, the inner fight, the inner storm that we have. So for some time, that's gonna be our best friend, the warrior. And we're gonna learn to be the shamanic warriors. We're gonna learn rituals for how to integrate the shamanic warrior in us. We're gonna learn what the shamanic warrior does and what the shamanic warrior don't do, doesn't do, because it's going to be 4 personalities that we have to learn. Because right now we learn the 3 personalities, the victim, the savior, and the executor. We learn these 3 personalities, we are masters in those 3 personalities. like in one way or another, in one situation or in another situation, but we are always surfing into those three personalities. You, for being a savior, which means for being a helper, you want to help somebody, and for help somebody, that person didn't went through with the help in the way they're supposed to, and turn against you. In the end, turn against you. You didn't appreciate your help. It ended up talking bad about you. So the help and everything went to garbage. No, and it's difficult. So, and for being a helper, then you being a victim. Then you are a victim of this person you were trying to help, because this person attack you, this person pay you bad after. So then you are a victim, and then you have these victim feelings about this person, about life. You say that helping people is useless. You realize it's not your thing. People, many things. We can end up feeling and thinking many things, and then after being a victim, you can be an executor and start taking your mental revenges, your psychological revenges, emotional revenges, your speech, negative speech back revenge, talking bad about somebody, some community, some culture, some music, some something. You end up talking about bad about McDonald's. Fuck McDonald's. Fuck this person. Fuck this guy. This thing. This, and so the
Uh,
thing, uh, the thing is,
sorry.
uh, yes. So the thing is that we are going to start um, getting distracted from our real thing that we have to achieve. So our purpose was not to come. We didn't came to the cosmos to be a victim in this planet. So we have to accept that. Remember that these things, the victim, these things we learn in here. We learn in this planet, in this dimension. We learn all those things in this lifetime. We haven't learned these things, and we master those things for years. We've been working on making those things being big, being rulers of our life in one way or another. We we put a lot of effort in those things. So we in this school we're gonna find ways on how to heal those emotional past lives, my mother, my father, information, my culture, my lifetime, the social disagreements that humanity has. No, humanity is this big entity. So not the whole entity is not agree with everybody, is not agree with everybody. We have groups, and every group is a jail. It's a jailhouse. You're trapped in there. So we as shamans, we have to learn our way through and understand all these different groups and different beliefs, different realities. Understand them, yes, but we're gonna find a way on how breaking rules. And that's how a shaman can heal a body without medicine, without nothing, just singing. Like shamans in the jungle, for example, they will come with the tobacco. They will come with the tobacco, they will light the tobacco, they will talk to the tobacco. They're doing a big thing with the tobacco, and like having a big thing, and then they concentrate their energy and they start saying like, and they start smoking the tobacco and blowing it in the tumor. There's this person who has a tumor that the science, nobody can heal this thing, and the shaman starts smoking the tobacco and talking and doing something. You don't know what is going on, but he's doing something. And sometimes, boom, a black smoke comes out of the body of the person. The tumor was removed. How come these things happen? These things happen because we as humans, we are gods and goddesses. So we have to remember that and be more focused on the fact that we are gods and goddesses than being focused on that we are victims or executors or saviors, because only like this we can break rules. No, we can, because when we are trapped in our in some mind, as for example, I am sick of one sickness, mental or physical, and then yeah, I am. I am trapped. I'm trapped. I'm totally trapped in this idea. Okay, so now I will have to follow the everybody's mentality, and I will have to go to the doctor and get diagnosed and follow my treatment, and then maybe I will have some complications because what I put all my power into the social belief, the common belief, the the common sense, the belief that all humans believe in, and so we also get in there, and now that thing, that mentality, that rules our life. So now there's no room for magic, because when we are victims, the big problem of when we are victims is because the other thing or the other person has the power, also he has the solution, and so it's a vicious circle that you will never get out of it if you are being the role, because for being a victim there's a have to be a bully, somebody, the bad person and the in defense and the weak person, right? That's how things work. And so in this thing we have to learn to change things in us. Like if your husband lied, cheat on you or lied to you, the problem is not from your husband. The problem is in you. So if somebody did something to you, the problem is not in that person. The problem is gonna be in you, because, like we say, the universe is about us and only about us, and then always it's gonna be us. Always, always, it's always gonna be you. So because if we waste our time on worrying and feeling negative feelings, and then we're never gonna have we're never gonna find the power of changing things, of being the owners of our reality. So in the school we will learn how to do these shamanic paths, shamanic initiations. You don't need to go to the mountain and be in the wild and something. No, these things we're gonna learn to do it. That's one of the beauties of the Andean shamanism. That is what we are learning in the school. The shamanic teachings from the Andes, it comes from the Keros, and so they, if you see where they live and how they live, you will understand like what is the power of not being a victim, because they believe in some area in the world there's no electricity in there, there's no road, no hospital, no assistance, there's absolutely nothing. You live in there, you live exactly the same way humans live in the old times and our ancestors, and in there they found everything. They empower themselves till points that were not possible to imagine. No, like if one of us from the city goes to these situations, we will have super hard times. And so the problems that we have in the cities as citizens, are problems that are designed to be fixed. So, because that's also like the way of the system. The system is this thing. The system works for the system, and you have to find your position in the system, and then the system will work for you too, and you will be also part of the system. So there's a lot of programations in our mind. We have a lot of programations, social programations, family programations, personal programations, due to personal experiences. So we're gonna also in the school learn one shamanic concept, besides the starting point concept, no, the power of forgetting. We're gonna learn how to forget things, let go, forget. There is a big power, a big magic on forgetting everything. Of just simply, we're gonna learn how to everything that happens into our lives, into until the day of today. We're gonna just let it go completely, and that's the dynamic of the school. So okay, so let's be ready for when we're gonna start working on these things, on letting go, the for real. No, if you were once in your life you dream with meeting a shaman, they're gonna teach you big things, and you're gonna be doing big magical things. So this is the moment, and the shaman are you. You are the shaman. Okay, you are that amazing shaman that you wanna know one day, that you dream one day to meet. That shaman is you. Okay, and that is part of the teaching of the school. That is the awakening. So, and that's the shaman. The shaman that has all the answers is you. That is the real purpose. No, I know you guys went into your meditations, and you were thinking, what is the purpose of my life, what I can hear. Maybe I can hear for to do this thing or to do that thing, or but I respect your purposes, what you choose as purpose. I respect that. That is also part of your purpose, of course. But the purpose we are looking for in the school is to wake up, wake up, get out of the victimism, and start waking up our powers, our shamanic powers, our human powers, our inner powers, our special gift. No, each one of you have different powers, and we're gonna learn how to discover these connections, because we need to get this shamanic concept of getting naked, um, in the symbological way, in the metaphorical way, getting naked. We need to get naked, because since we start living this life, we are being getting put layers and layers on the layer of depression, the layer of bad luck. And then we put the layer of sadness, insecurity. We put a t-shirt of anger. We've been wearing like all sorts of dirty clothes. So we need to get naked. We need to remove these things out of us until we are completely us, just us. Not these things, because any of these things are us. All of these things are part of the part of the journey that we choose coming in here. We have to remember and accept that we came here with the purpose of getting dirty, getting crazy, getting sad, getting all these things was part of the purpose. So now we have it. So be happy, celebrate. celebrate all your problems. That's a good one, by the way. That's a good thing, no? To get to this point, embrace your thing. Really, yeah. My life is crazy, and yeah, I accept it. Okay, yeah. What's the big deal in the end? Okay, yeah, is what it is. But doesn't mean that it's gonna be like that forever, because we have to wake up, and wake up means that's the famous awakening. It's the wake up, realize it's you. Come on, it's not the universe, it's not the retrograde, it's not the guy in the corner, it's not your ex-husband, it's not your wife, it's not nothing. It's nobody. It's you. It's you. It's been always been you. You are the one is living this life, so it's you. It's me. It's us. It's been always like that. We just don't remember that was our purpose, and we starting to get confused a long time, and we starting, no, you are the guilty, you are the guilty, you did this to me. But no, in reality, when we change those things in us, then the other person doesn't do those things change for real, and that's the magic that we want to achieve in this school. Not about, not other people, not only the ex-wife or something like that, also about our financial life, our emotional life. All of these things are victimizing us too. We are victims of our own things, about many things. So guys, I'm gonna recall you back. Okay, because I'm running out of time right now. So I'm gonna call you back in a couple 5 minutes. Okay, we still have 10 minutes, they say. Okay, so what we will learn here in the school is called Andean Shamanism, and we will learn to wake up the Messiah in us, the Pachacutec in us. We will learn to wake up the Jesus in us. We will learn to wake up the God in us, and we have tools for that. We have meditations for that, strong tools, strong rituals for start waking up the God. We have to be gods and goddesses. This is no negotiable. There's no argue about it. We're gonna be that. We got to be the gods because we are in the school. That's why your soul brought you here. Is because your soul knew what I was gonna find, and so now we have to start thinking about these things that we were talking today, letting go things, start getting naked in the metaphorical shamanic way, the empty, naked, because when we are completely naked of all of these things, then we will start putting new clothes, new metaphorical clothes, new symbolic clothes, the shamanic clothes. Then we will have, and then our soul, it will have the strength, the security, the power. Everywhere you go, you will go with this. Okay, so this is gonna be like the first part of the class today. Is the purpose. That's the purpose. The purpose is to wake up, and the purpose is to be focused on ourselves for 9 months. Wake up and let go things for real, and in 9 months we we have to land in another reality, and some things in our life gonna improve for good. So let's start being ready for changes, ready for positive changes, for good things, and let's start learning to be strong along this journey, to be strong for when the shamanic therapies, the shamanic rituals, the energy that these rituals produces on us, So sometimes we can be a little unbalanced, sometimes we can be a little out of our center because these healings does things in our subconscious in ways that we don't realize, we don't have control on them. So these things will happen, and so for these 9 months, things gonna start happening. So we have to be conscious, and I have to aware you about it. I have to tell you that. So, but the thing is that by the end of the 9 months, things will come back to a perfect balance, and will be a way much different balance, than what we are now. That is part of the shamanic teaching. Is like I will tell you what to do, and you have to practice it. Because in shamanic school, we don't learn, we don't pass the school. There's no test, there's no questions. Of course, I'm gonna ask you how you understand and everything, but there's no like a test that the 30 questions you pass the test and God, you're a shaman now. No, that's not how it works. In shamanism, your life has to improve. You have to achieve those things that you want to achieve. That's how you pass shamanic teachings. That's how you show you learn, because there's no way that you just saying you know, but your life is a mess. So then you don't really know for real. I'm very sorry, but you don't know. You don't know what you think you know. You just talk. You just have information storage in the library of your brain, and whenever you need the book, you get the information, just blah 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 blah, and then, but you're not putting on practice the information, so your life is not aligned. The knowledge is supposed to be aligned with our lives. No? And with this thing, I don't want to judge you or say that you guys' lives are a mess, or you guys' life needs to, no, I don't know, may be bad or nothing. What I'm telling you is that with these things, if your life is good, it's gonna be bad. If your life is not good, it's gonna be good. And so we're gonna always gonna improving. There's, because as humans we always have room for improve our knowledge, our where we are. That's the way humans are. You receive this big achievement, the Nobel Prize, then you continue. You don't stop there, right? That's how is our evolution. And we have that as humans. We always are continuing something more, something new, getting better, and that's the whole point of loving our life. That's the main point of loving ourselves, is to take care of us forever, right? That's the good thing. That's why always always you, always gonna be you. This doesn't mean that we don't gonna love others or help others, no, but because we help ourselves and we take care of ourselves so much, so good, so gratefully. We dedicate so much value time to our own life, our own psychology, emotions. Then now we can help others, because now we know how to heal others, because we heal ourselves. So that's the way how we learn. That's the way how we show that we learn. Okay, and but it's gonna be a lot of commitment from your part, because me, as I'm gonna pass you the tools. I'm gonna tell you what to do, how to do it, and then it's gonna be up to you to make these big things happen. The connection with the magic, everything, and it's gonna happen. But you have to make it happen by practicing, because this is the way the shamanic school is practicing and practicing and practicing, practicing and practicing. Okay, there's no way to cheat this, because we will, along the school in these 9 months, we have to talk about our lives, and how our lives are getting, how things are going in our real life with what we are learning here, what we are doing, because we're gonna do things for our emotional, but also for our financial things. And shamanism is also part of the school to heal our financial part. So we're gonna do rituals for to improving our finances, find the resources, the people that resonates with us, and in order to make the big achievements to happen, and all of this kind of magic. So then you will learn forever. You will have this knowledge on how to do, what to do for your next project, because this is right now. This is, and I want to be very clear, this is our project, this is our purpose in life, this is our purpose of the shamanic school, is to wake up, be the owner of our own reality. Okay, my friends, so we were talking about letting go all these things that we've been getting from this experience in this lifetime, no? All these energies, they are putting us down, getting us lost, all sort of energies, all sort of things. They happen, or as to us, is because in a way we we experience it, no? And this is very hard when for example bad things happens, no? Very strong, super, very bad things happen, like rapism, or like other things, no? The nasty things that happen. How you explain those things? What happened in there? What's the shamanic answer to that? No, you will ask me, like, what you have to say, like, and what we have to say about those things is that those are like the nasty teachings. Okay, is the the nasty teachings, the crazy teachings. Not all teachings are positive teachings. Not all teachings are for to learn something that is gonna be useful for us. That's one idea of a teaching. We think the teaching is study a book and learn something, and that's what teaching is. Or we think the teaching is a teacher, they're gonna teach us something, and that's how we learn, and that's teaching. But that is teaching, yes, but that's not all what teaching is. Teaching is also experiencing, because these things um, teach us things, and not all teachings are nice. No, and some of the things we as cosmic travelers, that's how we have to start seeing ourselves. We are these fabulous, fantastic cosmic travelers, these gods that has everything they need. They know everything and they have everything, so they don't need nothing. They don't need anyone, and they don't need absolutely anything, because the real us, we have absolutely everything. But we in this amazing journey of existence, mm, we decide to experience different things, and so that's the answer for when crazy things that we experience, crazy, hurtful, traumatic, damaging, emotional psychology things. Okay, um, so we have to learn also. We're gonna, and through this shamanic school, we're gonna do things about it, how to heal such things, how to let them go, because let these things go is not a matter of a book. In the page, in some page we find some paragraph that says strong statements, and then what you do with this thing? What you do with this strong statement? You're gonna eat it? You're gonna repeat it 1,000,000 times? You're gonna write it 300 times? What you gonna do like with these big statements? We have to do something practical about it. Not only repeating our self-speech there is because I decided I decided to have that experience. That's why. And now, end of the story. No, the story, it doesn't end up in there. The story maybe begins in there. Maybe the story, then when we have these strong realizations, then we can start letting things go too. At some point, no? That's the process of healing emotional traumas, is to accept it, study it, and let it go. No, and so in the school, we still not getting there. Please be patient for when we're gonna start actually doing the shamanic rituals and using the shamanic tools and all of the magical part. It will come soon. But right now we need to establish very strong these strong concepts first. No, we need to learn and find ways. We're gonna actually do things about our victimism in the school to get out of victim feelings, all sort of victim feelings. We right now these days, as a kind of homework, is start taking notes, making a list of all the things that we are getting victimized from, like from real actual things to imaginary things to all possible things, even the more small ones, the most ridiculous, the things that you would say, ah, this is stupid, but if it gets you a feeling that is real, okay, it's a good way on how to start letting go the victim, because this information is not for to keep it. This information is for to let it go, to delete it, to reboot, reset your mind. Because we experience good things and bad things, but that's not the purpose of life. Just experience things, and then what? You experience, and then what? Then this thing is your problem. Then this thing is is a problem. This thing sometimes is a big problem. So we need to do something. We need to learn. The school, we're gonna learn how to 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 let go things, all sort of things. So we will always gonna be protected. After the 9 months, we will have knowledge, enough knowledge to how to face the future events in our life, because this is not the end of the story. There's still more coming on, more challenges, more new adventures, more new things. But the point is, we will learn things that we can do about it, so then we'll apply these things. So that's shamanism. That's the real way of shamanism. Shamanism is about to find your way in the storm, find your way in the ocean, find your way in all of these energies that crosses your path, that calls to you. Um, so by practice is how we gonna remember, because this is oral tradition, and the dynamic of oral tradition, because the Incas, we didn't have writing. We have symbologic symbols that means a strong concept. So, but you will have to be trained on how to know what that symbol means. So then you will get the knowledge. But we use always the oral tradition, and this is what we're practicing on right now. Even if you're taking notes, but this is being done in the dynamic of oral tradition, which is always a storyteller will tell you a story, and you as a listener, your job will be listen the story and put on practice the story. That's the magic. That's how oral tradition, because if you don't practice it, then you don't really know. If you don't practice, then you don't really know this thing, because this thing is not about memorizing or remembering what the book says, and you're gonna repeat that every time, something like that. Is this thing is about putting on practicing, and this will give you even more information, the information that I'm passing to you, because the real shaman is you. You know everything. You just have to remember. And me and your friend helping you to remember, to giving you the tools. But this is the dynamic of the school. So let's start getting very clear about it. This is about practicing. Like we are right now, we are practicing the 7 days ritual of going into Father Cosmos and asking ourselves who we are, right? Like that you, for example, Trevor and Nicole, you guys can watch in the email I sent you already. The video is on YouTube. It's a hidden video, so nobody can see it in YouTube. Only you guys can see it because you have the link. And so watch it and study this first class. Today is the third class, so we are still on time. We are still good. Today is not another homework. Today is about the big explanation about the purpose. This is the real purpose. So I think I talk already good enough right now so far with all the information at this for this point. So now I will go with the questions. Um, Kayla, please.
I don't have any questions. I was able to start the meditation last night and it felt really nice. However, I did fall asleep, so I didn't get to finish it. But while I was in it, it was very nice, very calming to go back to that state. So I'm excited to do it again tonight.
Awesome. That sounds perfect. Yeah, very good. Glad for you. Yes, yes. Like I was saying, dedicate, guys. Dedicate time to your soul, to yourselves, please. Love, show how much you love yourself, how much you appreciate yourself. Think of yourself as this baby soul that is gonna start growing up all over again. Right now we are baby conscious. Our conscious is like a baby. So let's be nice to our baby. Let's be very careful, very lovey-dovey to our own soul, and do this meditation with a lot of love, with a lot of quality time. Devote yourself the time that your soul deserves. So, because we remember, no, everything that we do with love, also in return come back with love, with more than what we asked for initially, right? So let's keep that in mind, because this thing is very serious. This thing is about our famous awakening. I say famous because a lot of people is in working on that. I really love and appreciate how many people takes these things seriously and works and does actual things, not only talking, does actual things about their evolution, about their awakening, and it's because it's just like in the movie Matrix. It's very difficult to wake up. Okay, It's very difficult. It's not just get yourself full of information. That's not wake up. You can have only one teaching, but that teaching put it on practice for the real, and with that single teaching you can find evolution, no? Or you can have a lot of information but for nothing. It's just for an ego thing, for just to talk and look like you know. And so let's start being very serious, and but also in a super friendly way, in a super sportive way, friendly way. No, this kind of youthful, this fresh serious, no, because this is also very important in the school. Also, we are talking about this the the easygoing mindset is that's the shaman mind. No shaman is like this serious shaman and this serious. No, because the magic it doesn't works like that. If you are too serious, too like nobody can touch your things, your drum, you make problems about things, you get upset about things. There is these mysterious rules about you as a shaman and your stuff, and you're giving people looks, and your wife is all dense and serious, and everything is so formal, so formal. No, no, I'm sorry, but that's not how this thing works. And this thing we have to learn to be like a lot more easygoing and not so very serious and formal, because we will not connect with the magic. Yes,
Just want to say playful.
playful. Yes, playful, serious, respectful, but playful at the same time. Have this friendly attitude. Somebody touches your thing, well, it's okay, man, it's a thing, man, in the end. And so this is very part of the school, being serious but also nice to ourselves, super nice. Let's be our best friends, no? But the kind of nice friend they help you go better, not the kind of best friend they help you to be lazy. Not that best friend, because in the Inca there was three laws, for example, three basic laws. They ruled a whole empire. Was do not lie, do not steal, and do not be lazy. And there was punishment. If you lie, they will cut your tongue off. Boom, no more lying. If you will steal somebody something or whatever you steal, an object or a woman or a child or whatever you steal or you're a thief, they will cut your hand off. And if you were found guilty of laziness, they will cut your head off. And the Incas were zero tolerance to these three things. So there was no room for lazy. Then lazy, it doesn't mean the guy that doesn't wake up in the morning or something like that. Or lazy was lazy in the whole meaning of the word. No, you've been lazy of taking care of your soul. You've been lazy of not taking care of your education. You're being lazy of not taking care of your negative emotions. You're being lazy of not doing the things that you need to do in order to improve your job, improve your family, be a good member of your community. There's a lot of laziness, a lot of, and so if you will be found guilty of laziness, then they will kill they will then so they kill all the rapists, all the thieves, all the crazies. all the crazy, all the people that was not good for the whole the good of the community was these radicals, these free radicals. They go against the community. They simply remove them all because they in the old times it was very hard to make food, to make things work, to make a society to work, and on top of that having these bad elements. So that's the way how they deal with things, you know. And so we appreciate a lot not be lazy, to take every moment is a magical moment in this lifetime. And of course we can have room for vacation, room for chilling out, room for finding peace and rest. But there's no room in the school, there's no room for lazies, let me tell you. That because either this thing is being taught by online and everything, but the energy is watching us. No, the energy is watching you. Pachamama is watching you. The sun is watching you. The moon is watching you. The stars are watching us. Everything is watching us, and they see the real thing. And so it's very good to be proactive. No, again, let's not be serious and formal with this thing of the laziness and everything. But wow, we look for being proactive because a shaman is proactive. Shaman doesn't get down or doesn't allow itself to go down, or nothing puts a shaman down. And so um, let's uh, let's please start formulating our purpose in the school. Let's start formulating. Let's start dreaming on. Okay, let's be dreamers. Let's be big dreamers of our life, and let's start thinking what kind of achievements we want to to get in this school with these teachings. No, like financial, emotional, social. No, so let's please tell me what you're understanding about this. Like, for example, uh, Nicole.
So you're asking what my understanding of the purpose.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I guess that moving forward, I'm going to try to start coming up with the dreams and the purpose that I want to encompass throughout this 9 months and take it on as something that I can kind of go in all different parts of my life. Um, and really be have the intention behind it, because I think that's what I'm really feeling is with this, and having that intention, and moving forward with that, it will really help, and almost doing everything on a conscious level for that purpose
Hmm.
and how it feeds it. I really like what you had to say about treating yourself like a baby, because I'm very, very hard on myself, and I wouldn't treat a baby like that. So,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. I know it's part of the journey to be hard on ourselves, or see how down we are, or and this thing is all part of the awakening. For from the side of the school is gonna be like this awakening of let's start. We're gonna go through big changes in our vision of life. So
Yeah, this really feels like a commitment to
to
our true
yourself,
purpose, ourselves. It's like a
yourself.
like committing to this 9 months is actually committing not to this, but to ourselves, to myself, and to like almost like a accountability check-in.
Yes, it's because the nobody will give you the powers. No, nobody can give you the powers.
Hmm. Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
Jesus can walk in your neighborhood, but you will not get the powers. Just, this is something about the therapist. No, we have to learn. Um,
Yeah.
the the like the real therapy is us. We have to learn how to be the therapist for the things that we have,
Yeah.
because the problems that we have, we also have the healing for those things. We are just forgot about that part, and we get more focused on the victim part. And so because we are victims now, the other part has the power, the solution.
Hmm.
And so we need to learn to get back the power on us. And the only way is remembering how powerful we really are. And be nice, very nice to ourselves. So, and right now we are in the second meditation of finding the purpose for 7 days, for between 10 15 minutes, 5 10 15 minutes. uh, Either play nice music and put yourself to meditate in the cosmos, when you are in the cosmos. Now you're gonna find all that in the video. I sent it to you already to your email. It's in there. We talk widely about everything about it, so it's in there. And right now, today is, like I say, a little bit of scanning all the victim things in us. No, please take notes of this. uh, Make a list about your life, and mention all the things that make you feel as a victim, that you are down because of it. Traumas, past things, childhood, teenagerhood, adulthood, mistakes, other people's, even concepts, no, economy. I'm a victim of my economy. I'm a victim of my emotions. I'm a victim of many things. Scan your life. Scan it. Scan your life. Detect everything. And like we say, not judgmental to ourselves. Let's not be judgmental, because we are babies. Babies don't judge themselves. So we are just gonna gather information. That's all we are doing in this first part of the shamanic school, is gathering important information of ourselves. So right now we're gonna start looking for all these victim things. Later on we will find other things. Not always is gonna be about negative things, but right now, in this beginning, we're gonna start with finding the list of our victim things, all the things that make us feel victim, or we are victim about it, in one way or another, physically, emotionally, financially, political, scientifical, any way that we are being attacked by this dimension. Gather information about yourselves. Um, Please take note of the purpose. One more time, I'm going to repeat that the purpose of the school is wake up. The purpose of the school is to be the owners of our own reality. Okay, make sure you write that down, please. Be the owner of your own reality. That is your purpose. That's what you came here for. Okay, that's why you came to this dimension. because you want to be a magic person, this Neo, the shaman, the special one, the guy that can touch itself and heal in 1 second with one finger, talk to your body, and you talk to the water of your body. So with one finger you touch yourself and you heal. That's the kind of reality that we want to achieve. Okay, not the reality of the doctor, and that reality is not our reality. That's a reality that they program us. They put this programmation in our minds. So we need to start forgetting. The art of forgetting is an art. Forget is an art. It's a shamanic art. The art of forget about it. The forget means let go. It's an art. It's a skill. If you want to see it, it's a profession. It's something that we need to starting to understand it in logical ways or in illogical ways, in a conscious way or in a crazy way, whatever you want it. But we need to learn the art of forgetting. It's a type of a skill that we need to learn, because in this shamanic school we're gonna learn something. Another strong concept that, please write it down, is the magical mind. It's called that way, the magical mind. But we cannot uh, get to our minds set up in the magical mind if we still are victims, if we are still executors, if we still are saviors. We're going to talk more about savior and executor later on along the school, but right now it's a victim. But we cannot achieve the magic if we have this energy, this information in us, if we are running these programs in our minds, in our souls, these programs of the I need good luck, the program of my family is like that, and that's why I am like that, the program of the doctor has the solutions, all those programations. We need to get out of those programations. Like the COVID is changing the world, and now it's gonna be about fear, and the government gonna put me down, and we need to get out of programmation, people. It's programations, and we as shamans, we will always gonna be finding ways on how to get out of programations, because once a program catches you, you're screwed. That's it. You're down. They put bars around of you. You're in jail now. And now you're in jail. You are in the thing. Then you start feeling the feelings that goes with this thing. Now you're supposed to be afraid. You're supposed to be confused. You're supposed to follow a procedure of a series of events that develop one after the other, if we get ourselves into these programations. So there's a lot of work that we have to do, but we're gonna do it in a super creative way, super nice way, super exciting ways on how to get out of these things. You're gonna see it's not gonna be a boring thing of just blah 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 thing. It's gonna be a lot of action. This the shamanic thing is a lot of action. It's a lot of doing, no. But right now, like I say, be patient. Be patient when we start doing the shamanic altar, when we start doing the energies and all of these things.